with Greg Rudolph from Board Blazers. This is his product. All right, introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Greg Rudolph, and I'm originally from Southern California, and I came to Arizona State to get my undergrad business degree. And when I was at ASU, my sophomore year, I started Board Blazers LED underglow skateboard, longboard, and scooter lighting, which is what we'll talk about today. And like I said, I started the company my sophomore year, and now 3 years later, we're still going strong. And I'm 22. We have our office in Scottsdale, Arizona, and we also have an office. The company is based in Orange County, California.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about Board Blazers, how the idea originally started.
Board blazers are lights for the bottom of your skateboard. Maybe not your skateboard, but for a like underglow lights for cars, but for skateboards. And so, as we say, you can instantly customize your ride with style and safety.
Sweet, okay.
So each light is about the diameter of a quarter and a little less than an inch thick. Okay. And they're sold in sets of 4 lights of the same color. And we have 8 blazing colors, as we say, available. And they're sold on our website, boardblazers.com, for $24.99 for a set of 4 lights of the same color.
Okay.
And where I got the idea from is really interesting.
Yeah.
I was walking around the ASU campus one night in 2011, and I saw a kid whose board was lit up. And it looked really cool, so I went over and I asked him about it, and he was one of these real, like, bro skater dudes. And he was so excited to show it to me. He holds up the board, and he goes, "Oh, bro, I duct taped Christmas lights to the bottom of my board." And so, while the effect was cool, I thought the design could be improved. And the following summer, I needed a summer job, and obviously, being a lifeguard wasn't a very good option for me. Or I kind of had this idea for a business, and so that's where the idea for Board Blazers came from, and it's really been a rather surprising success.
Damn. Explain to me like how you went about like actually creating like the physical like product. I know like, there's a lot of manufacturing involved, so like what type of resources did you use?
Well, I did it a little bit unconventional, as I've learned. What I did is I actually found kind of a quasi-similar-ish light product, and just at a local like hardware store.
Right.
And then I found some suppliers online in China who produced various different types of sporting goods or lighting products. And I emailed them and I said, "Hey, I need this light, the one that I bought, but I need this whole list of changes. I need X, Y, and Z done. Can you do that?" And then I sent them the product, and a couple came back and said, "Yeah, we can do that." And so then I collected bids from the qualified contractors, and ended up picking one. So it was really taking kind of an existing product and then making a lot of different modifications to it to make it specialized for this use on skateboards.
So did you send them like any designs that you actually sketched up?
No, I'm not an engineer.
Right.
So I sent them the existing product, and then I just wrote down the changes that I needed.
Wow.
And said, can you do this? And
so yeah, that's a whole unique approach to it.
It's very unique, yes.
That's awesome, man. What resources do you think, if any other entrepreneur who wanted to like get into the whole manufacturing and product development side, what did you find on your journey?
Honestly, it's surprisingly basic. There's a great website out there called Alibaba.com.
I've heard, yeah.
And if you go to Alibaba, you can buy anything as long as you buy like 10,000 of it.
Right.
So
that's true.
That is a great place to go to just start. And even, obviously nobody was making board blazers, we have a specialized product, but we found other manufacturers who designed kind of lighting type products and then saw if they could make our proprietary design.
Okay.
So, just start there and then start clicking around and see what you can find. But that's really good, just jumping off point Alibaba.
You were in school when you first started this, so explain to me how you kind of were able to manage both your business and going to school at the same time.
That was definitely a challenge. So the first thing I did was I just established school as my first priority. And I think having that just baseline established, no matter what, school is first, really helped me, succeed in school. And I think helped the business as well, in that I was pretty clear on where things stood. Now, obviously, I've graduated and I run the company full time, which is great. But when I was in school, I really focused on just getting everything as systematized as possible. So, I tried to get the company to just run itself, which I was pretty successful in doing. And that was one of the great things about this company, is that I was able to run Board Blazers when I was a full-time student, because especially with all the online and the e-commerce kind of explosion over the last few years, I was able to take advantage of that and have the company run itself.
Right. In class, when I first met you, you shared some productivity tips. What were some of them that you'd like to share now?
Just in terms of being productive, I think the single most important thing I do is every morning I separate my to-do list into two categories.
Okay.
One I call duties, which are just things you have to do. Paying your bills and cleaning your whatever and just responding to emails and just various things you have to do to run the company. And then in the other category, I put what I call advancement activities. And those are the things that help you or others move forward.
Right.
And so when you divide your to-do list into those two categories, do the advancement activities first, and then kind of fit the other stuff in the remaining time.
Okay.
Otherwise, what you'll end up doing is you'll do the easy stuff, the duties first, and you'll never have time for the advancement activities. So I think the single thing that I do that just helps me be as productive as possible is dividing my to-do list into duties and advancement activities, and then doing the advancement activities first.
Right. Yeah, I've been actually starting to use that more and more because like emails and all that, like they're a little bit productive, but not necessarily.
Email is the black hole time suck of our generation. So you need to get your head out of the email and then just kind of
get
fit
into
that
the actual work. Yeah.
Exactly. You'll see it'll work.
That's true. So explain the process of how you actually went about marketing the product. I know you got featured by Lil Wayne, so how's that entire process like?
Well, earned media has really been some of our best marketing. So just earlier this week, we were on KTLA News, we've been on Fox News, I was featured on the national Fox TV show Live, Life, and Win. We've been on the Phoenix Business Journal, the Arizona Republic, the Orange County Register, a ton of media outlets. Okay. And so getting that free publicity that's earned has really helped us launch the company. Now, I will say, in regards to Lil Wayne, we did a really cool thing at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, last year with Lil Wayne and his Truck Fit street clothing brand. And so they had some pro and some amateur skaters riding around the streets of Austin, Texas, showcasing our product, and it sparked this viral YouTube video that's gotten tens of thousands of views.
I've seen it,
and really turned out to be super popular, super cool, and just help get the name Board Blazers out there.
So no paid advertising, none of that?
We have done some paid advertising for sure, but I think the foundational stuff has been the earned media.
Right. And most of your marketing efforts were through word of mouth, through some of that publicity that you got.
Yeah, it was definitely the publicity. It was the TV shows, newspapers, radio shows, that kind of stuff.
Sweet.
That's been the best outlet. We've done some paid advertising, and we've done social media, and of course word of mouth is huge. We've seen a very strong correlation between selling one set in a certain geographic area, and then about 3 months later we sell a lot more sets in that area, which shows that people are getting the product, they like it, they love it, other people see it, they tell people about it, and so we can see that correlation that selling one set in an area leads to more sales down the road, which I think is great and is a testament to the quality of the product.
Right. Now, does any specific area do better than another?
Geographically, it's really pretty evenly spread out. We've sold to all 50 states and 15 countries around the world.
Wow.
So we've had a big reach.
Okay. What was one of the craziest places?
I think one of the craziest and also one of the neatest is we send sets of lights to Navy ships all the time. Which to me, I wonder, where are you going to skateboard when you're on the ship? You going to go across the flight deck? I don't know. I'm not going to ask. But getting to we always write notes to whatever troops have ordered it on the packing slips and stuff, and so I think that's really neat. And
have you asked them what they use it?
I haven't. I've been doing a little busy.
So what's the market like for your product? Are there any competitors?
Yeah, we are the original fully customizable underglow skateboard lighting. So we were one of the first, and I certainly think we're the best. I think based off our reviews on Amazon, I think that proves it. But there are a few other products out there, but there's problems with all of them. Like one guy, you have to unscrew your board. So we're available in 8 colors. Some guys only sell 4. Some people are more expensive than us. So nobody combines all of the features of Board Blazers. So we were one of the first. We're a little bit different, and I know we're the best.